Seen these guys for 3 times in 7 games, and to go wire to wire in both games this weekend. Can you just put in perspective kind of the challenge of being able to do that against the same opponent on back-to-back games?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to come out and play tonight, and I just thought our guys started the game really well, especially defensively. We were up 18-6, and we were in our spots and making them earn everything. We made some shots early; they missed some, but we forced them to go to jump shots early, took away the easy stuff, and it set the tone for the game.
They put some game pressure on you, getting it down to 10 in the third, and then Shai dives on the floor. Can you give me your perspective on that play?
Yeah, great play. I mean, great hustle play to get the extra possession. You know, you got to make plays like that. And those plays stop runs, obviously. You know, it was 10, like you said, and Isaiah hit the 3. It got it back to 13. And I thought we had a lot of plays like that tonight.
Did it mean anything extra with it being Shai coming back from injury? He's your leader. He's your 38-point scorer, and he's the one on the deck.
No, they're all equal. We appreciate anybody diving on the floor, no matter what their status is.
Just speaking of Shai, with his first game back, just what were your kind of takeaways from his minutes on the floor?
His conditioning was a little down, I think. I thought he got tired in both stretches because he obviously hasn't played for a couple of games now. I thought he was moving really well. He was obviously on the gas. Got fouled a lot. He was in a crowd a lot of the night. I thought he might have missed some spray outs, but he was also getting fouled on a lot of those plays, so it's a tough balance. You want him to be aggressive. I didn't think he played his best game, but he certainly cruised to 38 and played really well.
And career high for J-Dub, but it seemed like he found a lot of really good looks from behind the arc in terms of the catch and shoot. Just what did you think of the way he was able to get those throughout the night?
Yeah, he was spacing well, ready to shoot, played with a lot of confidence. I thought he and Shai and Josh had good individual nights offensively, but I thought the whole was better than some of the parts tonight, which is good to see. We're not trying to just develop young players in a silo. We want to develop a team, and they played as a team tonight on offense.
Brandon Scoopy Robinson, Valley Sports National. You, at the beginning of the game, I guess, talked about minutes, monitoring Shai's minutes. He spent a lot of minutes on the free throw line as well as pouring in a lot on the field. What does that look like moving forward?
Well, it's more stretches of minutes. It's not cumulative minutes. It's just he's been playing the whole first and third for most of the season, and we're just trying to shorten some of his stretches just with the nature of that injury. So I thought he looked pretty good tonight, and like I said, he was on the gas. He was moving really good. I thought just the conditioning was just a little off, but he'll get back.
Michael Martin, the Oklahoman. You talked a lot, Mark, this season about J-Dub and kind of the push and pull of getting him to be more aggressive. How would you evaluate his process tonight and then in the last few weeks?
Great. I mean, he's on the gas. He always, reverts to playing the right way. So when he's on the gas and a teammate's open, he's spraying the ball. But I think the aggressiveness has really got him forceful. And when you're playing with that kind of force and speed at that size, it's hard to handle. And I think, we've seen that. And then, he just competes every night. Tonight, obviously, he had a big scoring night, but he competes like that every night. The biggest play of the night was I think it was an offensive rebound. I don't know, he kind of stuck with a play down their end, which was really impressive. And, that's the thing that's impressive about him is he competes 64 out of 64 games or however many we've played, and that's a great foundation for a player.
Kind of a follow-up on that. I mean, most rookies are hitting that rookie wall now because they're not used to playing so many games, but J-Dub seems like he's getting better at this time. What do you think has been the key for him?
You can ask him. I'm sure he'll be up here tonight. I'd be interested to hear what he says about it. We're just trying to encourage these guys to stack days and to have a consistent process and hit it hard, and he does that. And like I said, when the ball goes up in the air, he's ready to play every night, regardless of whether or not shots are falling or he's scoring. His floor as a player is high because of the competitive level and because he plays inside the team, almost ruthlessly consistently. So, and then obviously he has an offensive night like tonight where it comes together and it's pretty impressive.
And Oos looked real comfortable out there. What did you like from him?
Yeah, really comfortable. I thought testament to his time with the Blue because I don't think you hop him and Sar. Lindy's done it a bunch of times. You don't come right in the game. Almost in a team rhythm unless you have a program that keeps you ready and that has you kind of primed up. And I thought Oos, even last game too, I thought he's been competing at the level that we want him to compete. Obviously he made a couple shots tonight, but it's so early for him. He's so young and he missed so much time this year that it's just about him, establishing a consistent level of competitive juice, and he's strung 2 games together now where he's done that, and obviously the talent takes over when he's on the court.
The trio of Shai, Josh, and Jalen combined for 94 tonight. How did you think about how they played off of each other?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was mentioning with the whole being better than the sum. I mean, you need talent to be a good team, and we're building talent, through roster acquisition, if you will, with the draft and with player development. So like we're certainly focused on upping our talent. That's how you get better in the NBA. But it's also comes down to how your talent works together. And not just those 3 guys. The team's done a great job all season of the whole being better than the sum of the parts. And I thought tonight, those guys had big individual nights, but they had big individual nights inside the team and playing off of one another and the other guys on the team. I don't want to separate those 3 guys out just because they had big scoring nights. And that's what's made our team good, and that's what we need to do as we continue to build.
Ousmane, you all put together 2 really good games back-to-back against a very familiar team now that you've played them 3 times recently. What'd you think about the effort from start to finish?
I think we play great. For me, I'm just trying to play hard, do what the coach want me to do, and just keep competing, and that's it.
Defensively, what were some keys that were maybe similar between Friday's game and tonight's game?
It was similar. We just know Markkanen wasn't there, so we're more focused on Clarkson today. But yeah, that was pretty similar.
And then you guys score 130 points in both games. Offensively, what was working with the way that you all were able to move the ball and play free flowing?
I think, like you said, just running on fast break, sharing the ball, and just play basketball.
Uz, you had a couple of drives tonight where you took on a lot of contact trying to get to the rim. How much more comfortable are you feeling out there with the minutes you're getting with the Thunder?
I think that's how I'm gonna get minutes. Play hard, compete, and just play hard. So that's how I'm gonna get minutes. So I'm just trying to do that and help the team.
Is that something that you got extra time with the Blue and you're feeling that sort of carry over now with the Thunder?
Yeah. That was one of the points with the Blue, trying to play hard every game. Even if I could just play with the ball, they wanted me to play hard, and
Michael Martin, the Oklahoman. Oos, you got some great minutes tonight and really pushed the pace. You mentioned that you're going to do whatever coach asks of you. Is there any points of emphasis that he's asking for you whenever you're out on the floor, things he wants you to focus on?
Like I said, he just want me to play hard, compete, running, and after the offense will come, and so I just have to do that first, and then everything will come.
Shai, just after missing 5 games, how did it feel to just be back out there with you guys?
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, watching him on TV doesn't feel as good. Just glad I'm able to be out there and help him, and I'm glad we got a dub today.
You guys were able to get off to such a strong start, offensively and defensively. Just what was kind of the mentality knowing you were going up against a team that you just played just a couple days ago?
Yeah, Coach said it before the game, it was going to be a 0-0 mentality game. And I think if we focus on that going in and really put the last game behind us and try to just focus on winning games and doing what it takes, that we were going to be all right. And I think we did that for the most part tonight.
What did you see from J-Dub tonight and just the looks he was getting himself offensively?
Yeah, he was aggressive, played to his strengths, and he works on his game and gets better. So his progression, I'm not surprised to see at all. The kid works hard, and he's got game, and he's showing it.
Timothy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
Good to see you. Did you feel winded coming back into the flow today?
I think I was a little tired, but the adrenaline of the game kind of took me through, especially early. I was definitely feeling it. But when you're out there having so much fun, you tend not to focus on it. Just try to focus on the game.
Those red boots you wore about a month and a half ago caused a stir.
That was a month ago?
Was it a month or 2 weeks ago? The time has been flying.
For real.
I've seen everybody and their mama talk about them. What was your inspiration? Who put them on you?
They just they were releasing in a couple weeks, and I wanted to try to be one of the first to wear them. I thought they were cool. I also knew they were a one-time wear, so if I was going to wear them, I'd have to get them off quick. Then I just wanted to wear them. I knew the game I wore them to was going to be on TV, so that would create a little more buzz. But yeah, I just got dressed for a game, and nothing changed.
That's what we going with.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got?
Shai, just wanted to ask you about the moment in the third quarter, that loose ball you dive on the floor for, set up Isaiah for the three. Did that feel like a moment in the game where things changed?
Yeah, we were in a little bit of drought, and they were making a run back into the game. And usually I don't dive on the floor. I don't know for what reason, but I saw an opportunity, and I know the team needed it, so I tried to do what I could to get the ball.
Did you feel like there were a couple more moments as the game went on that when they tried to make that run, you guys were able to push? And what's that experience like for you guys as a team, making sure somebody doesn't come back against you, given all of your comebacks this year?
Yeah, like you said, we've gotten pretty good at playing from behind. Playing from ahead is a lot different. You're on the other end of the spectrum. And we've been in that situation a lot more this year just because our team's gotten better. I think we're getting better at it, better at closing games, better at holding leads and withstanding runs. I think that's why we're a better basketball team.
Shai, you, Josh, and Jalen combined for 94 points tonight. What did it feel like kind of playing off those guys and singularly tonight?
Yeah, it was fun. I think the three of us are all getting better for sure. Still figuring out each other's games and how to maximize each other's game while being out there on the floor together. Obviously, the three of us are a big part of the future here, and the better we can get at that and the faster we can get better at that, the better our team will be going forward.
Daniel?
Yeah, Mark said that he wanted you guys to be in these types of games where teams are taking you a little bit more serious than they were earlier in the season. And I know you've been in these types of situations before earlier in your career, but as a leader of a young team, how does that feel for you and like trying to lead these guys?
Yeah, the guys make it easy. All the guys on our team just love playing basketball and love competing and have a chip on their shoulders. So it's easy going into games. Whether teams are overlooking us or not, we don't even worry about that. We focus on ourselves, focus on getting better, and we all want to win a basketball game every night. That's what we try to do.
Jalen, to go back-to-back games against these guys and go wire-to-wire against them, can you put in perspective in your young experience, how much of a challenge that is against the same opponent?
Yeah, we've had that, zero mentality a lot this year. Just another good challenge for us. Utah's a really good team. It felt a little different, I think, just because Shai was back in the lineup, so we were also kind of changing, so it felt like a new game a little bit, which I think helped us kind of focus up and really kind of pay attention to our details. I thought our defense was really good tonight as well. So,
first 6 minutes of the game, you guys go up 18-6. What was happening during that stretch, and how important was that stretch, do you feel like, to the overall course of the game?
All year we've been talking about coming out fast and kind of imposing our will, and I thought we did a good job of that. Obviously, a lot of that is Shai coming back, and we're all kind of playing like our normal spots too, so it was a lot more comfortable of a feel. And yeah, just kind of imposing our will from the start kind of carried us on. So even when they made a run later in the game, we still had that cushion.
You're a big Jay journalist. Jalen also working back here as a backup point guard even, and I think you played some of the five tonight too. What was that like for you?
The five was new. I think that's the one position I haven't really played this year. I kind of looked around and coach was like, you'll be the trigger. So I was kind of out there just setting screens and doing whatever. But kind of the way our offense flows, there really isn't a position. Just kind of trying to seek out matchups. And, I end up with the five on me. So, just kind of going down there, guarding them, and then they also kind of defend me. So.
Yeah, most rookies, when they hit this point of the season, are hitting a rookie wall because they aren't used to playing this many games. But you seem to be getting better. What's been the key here lately?
Just getting more comfortable, being in a lot more different positions and, yeah, just being comfortable. I think we're also moving the ball really well just throughout the entire year. I know where I'm going to be at on the floor. I know kind of what the rotation is going to look like. And then, yeah, I just attribute it to being more comfortable, working on my game, figuring out a routine. So.
And then you just became the 11th rookie to have a 30-point, 5-rebound, 5 assists, 2 steal, 2-block game. And I know you care more about the wins, but that's a list with Michael Jordan and LeBron James on it. How surreal does it feel hearing that?
Yeah, that's cool. Obviously, whenever you have Jordan or LeBron or both of them in that kind of category, that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Michael Martin, the Oklahoman. Mark earlier was talking about your just competitive level and level of competitiveness. Where does that really stem from? Because, seeing you here, other things, you seem like a pretty laid-back dude, but when you're on the basketball court, it changes.
My brother's on my coattails. So, just trying to compete. I think that's just kind of how I'm groomed. Like you said, I'm just kind of laid back until we play. I kind of have a different switch while I'm playing. And, that's just kind of my nature. It's just how I am.
And then what's it like going into a game just every single day with a different game plan of not knowing how the coach is going to use you?
It's fun. I think for the most part, I have a pretty good general idea of what's going to happen. Obviously, you can't plan for everything, but I think just kind of way we're set up, everybody knows they're going to be in a different spot, which kind of helps me out in that way. And, I think just going back to competing kind of takes care of a lot of stuff.
You had 4 threes tonight, and it seemed like you were really finding your looks, your cracks offensively to get those catch and shoots. What did you like best about the looks you were getting tonight?
I think down the stretch they were doubling Shai a lot. So just being confident, stepping in my shot, finding different areas. Obviously, when there's two people running at you, there's going to be an advantage somewhere, and I happen to kind of be there. So just shooting with confidence. I think I've been shooting it well throughout the stretch. And like I said, just getting more comfortable with where I'm going to be at on the floor and, kind of working on those shots after practice and stuff like that.
Has that been kind of an emphasis for you lately, trying to find those catch and shoot opportunities within the flow of the offense?
Yeah, for sure. I haven't really shot a ton of free throws this year, so just trying to figure out different ways to, impact on the offensive end, and that's kind of been one. Watching film and seeing shots that I might pass up or just trying to see different opportunities where I can, kind of create a window to get an open shot, and I think I've kind of been doing a better job of that.
Anything else?
What have you thought of Ooze in these past couple games? He's been getting more comfortable and is your fellow rookie.
Oh, he's been playing well. I'm happy for him to kind of come up here and be aggressive right away. He's still trying to figure stuff out, and I think he's figuring it out really fast. So I'm happy for him. He's coming in, giving us good stuff defensively and offensively, and once he kind of gets going, sky's the limit for him. So he's been playing really well so far.
Anything else? Thanks, Jalen.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys.